All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today I have for you the 7 levels of desk setups. Now, I've had a lot of setups in my life, a lot of bad ones. When I was younger, I had this crappy little laptop that could barely play games. I remember trying to play Roblox on it, and it would lag on Roblox. Now, I don't know if that was my internet, or it wasn't actually my internet. It was my neighbor's internet, because we didn't have internet. But I've had a lot of ghetto setups. I don't know if you guys might have had, but I definitely came from the bottom. But we're doing a little bit better now. But yeah, I guess this guy's going to go through the different type of setups that people have. And yeah, it looked fun, so I thought I would come on and watch it. So yeah, the 7 levels of desk setups. Let's check it out.
These are the 7 levels of desk setups. Level 1, the discovery. You start your desk setup journey here. All you have is your work laptop and a table. Maybe you drag in a chair from the kitchen, or maybe you actually work in the kitchen.
What?
But after a few weeks, you notice your chair doesn't feel very comfortable. Your table isn't stable as you type
You noticed that on the first day, not a couple weeks
on it. So you go online.
I feel like the most important part of a setup is probably the chair. Like, you really have to invest a lot into the chair, because if you don't invest a lot into the chair, the whole setup will seem uncomfortable. I've had a lot of bad chairs in my life. The worst ones are those gaming-esque chairs, like those DXR Racer or whatever they're called. I don't know the exact name, but definitely don't buy those for sure.
Discover.
And your desk too. Make sure you get a good quality IKEA desk or something like this. Something that isn't wobbly and isn't like, when you look at it from afar, it's like bending like that because of your monitor and PC. That's why my PC's out on the ground, because I have a crappy desk, but I also have a massive TV in front of me, but yeah.
World. And a vision starts to form in your head. A true desk setup to call your own. So you leave your kitchen table more motivated than ever to make your dream a reality. But then you realize the hard truth.
Then realize you don't have enough money.
That dream isn't free. Level 2,
Exactly.
The first upgrade. See, the reason why you settled for working in the—
I'm sorry I keep pausing too much, but I have to talk. My first upgrade to my setup was buying a monitor. I bought this really cheap 60 hertz monitor. It was like a HP or something, and I thought it was going to revolutionize my setup. It was worse than the TV I had. I thought by buying a monitor, it would make my setup better. It didn't. I had a Xbox One hooked up to a 60 hertz monitor. That was the TV I was playing on was, I'm pretty sure, a like 4K TV. That monitor that I bought was like a 720p monitor. So when I was younger, I definitely was not making good decisions.
kitchen in the first place was because it was what was available. But your YouTube rabbit hole has convinced you that what you really need is a standing desk. So you go on Amazon and find the cheapest one that's the right size for you, and you buy it. And it's beautiful. And when your chair is too uncomfortable to handle,
I do want one of these, but I just don't know if I could handle the cable management, because I have so many things hooked up in front of me that, like, if I were to raise my desk, so much stuff would get unplugged. So I'd rather just have, it would be cool to have a standing desk, but if I had a standing desk, it would have to be only used for like a MacBook or something, or like a small setup, or like a gaming setup or something, or like a not gaming, a console setup or something like that.
but something
I just have
is
too many
off.
wires.
This still isn't what you envisioned. Far from what you saw online, your setup is empty. Level 3, the first true desk setup.
This is when you buy a monitor.
Now
and
you
hook
can
your laptop
commit
up
to
to it.
building this thing once and for all. But you have some firm boundaries. The setups you see online all talk about chairs, monitors, accessories that cost thousands of dollars. You know that you can create a setup that you'll be proud of for a fraction of the price. Everything arrives and you assemble it with care.
Yep, that is pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure my monitor looked something like this. It wasn't a Dell, it was HP. But it was, yeah, it was crappy like that. 70 bucks. I think mine was like 50 bucks. So it's even worse. Yep, buy a plant and a few desk decor and a cheap school keyboard, and you got yourself a first game.
And finally, you sit down and think about how far you've come already. Just a week ago, you were stuck working in a space that wasn't even yours, sitting in a chair.
This is where you hook this laptop. I'm pretty sure this is a MacBook Pro. So that's really good. You hook the MacBook Pro up to the
that wasn't
monitor.
comfortable, a table that didn't stay stable, and now you've carefully put together an entire space
There you go.
dedicated solely to you. As the weeks go by, your fondness of your desk setup grows. It not only makes you more productive, it makes you truly proud when you sit down. No need to spend thousands of dollars. You've done it. But you didn't actually think that's how that works, did you? What? You
Yeah,
didn't
you
realize
slowly realize that your setup is crappy and you have to spend more money. The hype goes away very quickly when you see other setups on YouTube.
you're only at level
The little cat in the background.
3 and there's 4 more to go. No, you don't understand. I'm happy with happy maybe for now, but doesn't the subtle scrape of your mouse on wood
How
feel
dusty, though.
irritating? Aren't you frustrated having to lean into your monitor to read text when it's too small? And isn't your keyboard just a bit too mushy and inconsistent?
If you're worrying about size, that's when you buy a 4K OLED TV, which is what I have. And I've been using that as my monitor for the last like 4 months, and it's great.
Level 4. Endless refinements. The desk
Oh, yeah.
setup you once
This is
thought
probably the longest
was
part.
perfect is now starting to show its flaws. But thankfully for you, there's always a solution just a few dollars away. A desk mat for your mouse, a monitor arm to move your screen closer, a
Is
mechanical
this an ad?
keyboard for a better typing experience. And yes, it all costs money, but now you've been enlightened. Each purchase isn't a waste, it's an investment. Each product solves a pain point, which in turn makes you more productive. A desk shelf for organization, a desk lamp to reduce eye strain at night,
That's cool. That's cool.
a laptop dock to reduce cable clutter. And suddenly your philosophy has changed. As your investment starts to creep towards 4 digits, you realize the old you would have scoffed at how much money you've spent, but you now realize that the time you save and the satisfaction you feel is well worth it. And this opens your mind to level 5, the first premium purchase. There comes a time in every person's desk setup journey
Now that's usually the PC. That's either the PC or the monitor.
when they do the unthinkable, when they abandon the reasonable comfort of value-based purchasing and decide to go all in. They make their first premium purchase. It can be anything really, a high-quality accessory.
Yeah, this is a nice setup. I'm pretty sure that's a TV. It looks like it. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is premium. That's got to be a 4K monitor, like one tilted to the side, maybe 1440p. This is ideal workflow streaming setup, I guess.
A fancy monitor, a solid wood desktop, but suddenly the price tag isn't as important.
That's also cool too. That's super cool.
Monitor, a solid wood desktop, but
Seeing this video alone is making me want to get back into the PC gamer like desk setup thing. I did that for a long time, and I've had a lot of cool setups, but I haven't done it in a while. I've just been chilling with this giant. I'm out of it, man. I'm washed up when it comes to setup building, but now I kind of just optimize, productivity instead of aesthetics. I don't have any RGB lights or anything like that. I just have, my screen and then my console, PC on the floor, just my speakers, and
price tag isn't as important as the psychological satisfaction of luxury. Maybe you decide to buy something from today's sponsor, Ryko, like their full-size walnut desk setup cockpit. Right now, you may look at it in its design. Out of the talk about it's not just a desk shelf, but an eco-tools and a tablet holder built into the shelf at the perfect viewing height,
though.
and how it can literally hold 100 kilograms or 220 pounds. How the dedication to quality, customization,
I don't think my desk could do that. So that's pretty cool.
and sizes and seamless integration of their accessories doesn't just add functionality, but it adds confidence to your workflow. Dude, I get your sponsor, but can we just go back to the video? No, but that's what you're not getting, man. This is the video. The first premium purchase that you make will be...
Oh, does he have 2 setups? Because I see he has a whole PC right here. And then he has another setup. He has 2 setups. My God. I know this room gets hot.
Turning point of your desk setup. Whatever, he doesn't get it, but if you get it, then you can use
2 computers in one room. That is just it probably gets so hot in this room.
Down below to make your first premium desk setup purchase from Ryko. They ship locally from the US, UK, and Canada, and Germany for fast delivery and no hidden fees. Sorry about him, so
Where were we?
Level 6, financial irresponsibility. You've crossed the point of no return.
Yep.
Oh, does this desk setup look different? That's because it is. Your old desk wasn't big or stable enough, so you had to invest in a 4-leg standing desk. And your monitor needed an upgrade, of course, so obviously the only way to go was 42 inches OLED 4K.
OLED, yep. My TV is 48 inches OLED. It's gorgeous. I love it. I don't have any other screens, which is annoying at times because I can't see like myself in OBS or anything, but I'm loving it.
120 hertz. And of course, a custom mechanical keyboard is a must-have for anyone. A second monitor, a top-end gaming PS5.
I don't use a mechanical keyboard. I actually use an Apple keyboard. Surprisingly enough, I've been using this for like the last 3 years, and I love it. I use a Logitech mouse though, but use a regular
two
keyboard.
HomePod TVs, an audio noise canceling headphones, a screen controller, two microphones. And the thing is now, you don't really care about how much it all costs. You've reached the point where it's not about money or confidence or productivity.
I feel like if you have a setup like that though, you need to be making money from it.
You've reached the
Like if you have all like, there's no reason to have a stream deck if you don't stream. There's no reason to have one of these nice like mics, a Switch 2, like. Yeah, this whole setup is probably like $5,000. The PC alone is probably like $3,000. Switch 2, the Apple HomePod, the screen's probably like $1,000. Yeah.
Point where it's
I think
not
that monitor is like $500. I think I was actually looking at
about
that one,
money or confidence or productivity. I mean, this has become an addiction. You buy products without even looking at the price tag. You need premium gadgets because how could you go back to your old plebeian ways? You now look at the desk setups you used to admire online and realize not even they meet your lofty standards.
Yeah, you just point out all the flaws in them.
And some people never escape this stage. Some people never reach level 7, the awakening. You sit at the kitchen table again. This is where it all started. And you begin to reflect on your journey, where it began, how it evolved, and where you are now. And suddenly, instead of needing your desk setup, you simply appreciate it. Instead of always looking for your next purchase, your purchases find you unexpectedly. You can work at the kitchen table again, maybe just for a change of pace. But when you do sit down to your desk setup, you don't regret the money you spent or wish that you had more to spend. You appreciate every small detail, every functional nuance, because it reminds you of your journey. Your desk setup is no longer something that owns you.
Yes.
But once again,
That's a great way to put it. You don't care about adding new things. You just appreciate what's there, and the things come with, time. That's a great way to put it.
Because the funny thing about desk setups is the goal was never the desk. It was building a place where you actually enjoy showing up every day.
That was a great video. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. That was really true.
This
guy's a really nice setup though.
But
I don't know if I could.
Your desk.
I don't know if my setup competes with this, but
or wish
yeah,
that you
this
had
is
more
pretty
to
nice
spend.
setup. Yeah, my setup is one of the only places where I enjoy showing up every day. So, oh, look at the little cat on the desk too. That's pretty cute. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what type of setup do you have? Are you more just like the console type of gamer, or do you like have a full sit down desk like I do? I do wish I had a desk that could rise. I may think of that in the future, but for now, I think I like just sitting down. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything I should make in the future, let me know in the comments. And yeah, until next time, guys, have a great day or night. And yeah, peace.